Hello and welcome back to another episode on Fichthal. So we have just made around 14,000, almost 15,000 from milk sale. And now I'm rushing home because I need to windrow that grass we mowed in the previous episode, and I need to pick it up and compact it into a silage pit. But before I do that, I have been looking and our cows are like very low on TMR. I think they're around 47,000 liters. Let me just quickly show you. 47,000. Yeah, they are basically out. So we only have enough left for one day. They use around 25,000 per day. And I have to solve that, so I will do... I will probably buy 2 trailers loads of TMR because I really do want to start making TMR in the best possible way. So that means we need to have maize silage as well as grass silage. So that is going to be a challenge, and in the meantime, since I don't really have a lot of money, I will do my best to feed our cows one way or another. So the best thing would be to buy TMR just to bridge this gap from now until we have that maize silage. It's April. I will check the map if there are any cornfields planted. If not, I am gonna make sure there are some, and then we can lease it and harvest it when it's ready to be harvested. Okay, so let's proceed with the plan. But first I need to couple this trailer onto the tractor. I might want to get a bigger one when we are doing maize silage, because we get a lot of product off of the field. But anyway, I'm gonna take this trailer and I'm gonna go to a sell point that sells farm products, and I'm gonna load up with TMR. We are expected to have a shower, so a little bit of rainfall at 1 p.m. So that shouldn't hinder our silage production even the slightest, because a shower can happen and it's not really too big of a problem. But I'm on my way to the animal dealer. They have TMR and the price is 600 per 1000 liters. So 600 euros per 1000 liters. And when I fill up the trailer, I'm gonna calculate how much I need to deduct from my bank account, and I'm gonna send the money their way. The entrance to animal dealer is basically the same as going into the dairy. I just need to take a right over here, I think. Yeah, that's it. That's the entrance. You can see the silage bunkers. Bunker. It's a 1. Yeah, and over here we'll be able to load our trailer up. So I'm gonna skip for that part and I'll be back when the trailer's full. Okay, the trailers are loaded up, so it's 22,000 liters, and if I multiply that by 600 per 1,000 liters, we need to pay 13,200. Okay, the trailer is paid. I think I'm gonna make 2 loads. So this and another one, that's 26,000. We can afford that. Not easily, but we can. And this should be good for 2 more days of our cattle's livelihood. And incidentally, we get around the same amount of money, so 13,000 per day from the milk sale. So yeah, if we would be buying TMR to feed our cattle, we would not be breaking even. We would be in deficit. So yeah, it does pay to make your own feed. It does pay. Alright, so let me make 2 trips with this and then we'll continue. Let me see if I can get it in the first time. This is more or less a blind dump. Okay, and I have to do this multiple times because otherwise the trailer is gonna hit the roof. Since I don't have any control of the height. Okay, let's see how our cows are looking now. There's probably not gonna be a big difference. Yeah, of course not. But one more trailer load should bring them up to around 80,000. So yeah, that's gonna be enough for a few days. So let me just tackle this and we'll continue when I'm ready to start windrowing. Alright, second load in. We are already getting... Oh, so 90,000, yeah. Excuse me. We are already closing on 10 AM. The time... And time is ticking and the rain is coming and I should get a move on. So just to quicken my work a little bit, I will put the windrower on horseplay worker, and I'll try to let him do the job while ooh, I'm off course. Yeah, and I'm gonna try to collect that windrowed grass as it's working, as the windrower is working in other fields. And because this tractor is the heaviest we have, I'm gonna use it for compacting the silage. And for this I need to put on the front weight and the rear blade, or what it's called. I think it's blade. Yeah, and I can turn off the beacons now. I don't need them. I'm gonna be staying right here at the farm. Come on, get up. I'm probably not gonna be using the blade a lot or at all, but since I have it, it might be useful just to push some things around to level it up a bit. Okay, and where do I park to be out of the way? Over here seems pretty good. Alright, so for the windrower action I'm gonna take that Fendt tractor that has such a beautiful sound. Excuse me. Yeah, this one. You, sir, are going on windrower action. So we have more space now because we don't have mowers in here. And if I need, I can store something else in here. I might have a think about it. Maybe something related to lime. Maybe a fertilizer spreader. That sounds like a good idea. Okay. Are you gonna go my way? Yes, you are. Oops. As you can see, barley and wheat are growing nicely. They look like really healthy crops. And I think I've sorted everything out. I don't need to do anything else on the field. And the next thing we have to do on the fields is harvest. And then we can start producing grain grist. Okay, let's see. Let's create a new course. 8.4, number of headlands 2. Should I go with 3? Maybe 2, 3. Let's go with 3. Headland corner smooth, up and down. Let's generate. And let's start the job. And while this is going on, I will leave it be. I trust it with my whole heart. I hope I can, at least. And I'm gonna get that other tractor and put it onto... Nope, not this bay. It's the second one. I always forget because in... I think in the original setup, the... No, actually it wasn't. Anyway. Oh yeah, I still need to change the tires on this one. Yeah, this is a lot of work. But luckily it's an easy fix. And just park the tractor in here. And let's customize. Wow, these are some nice beefy tires. No, I'm low on money. Yeah, let's go with these. Ooh, those tires gave me the the nice. Okay, Deutz-Fahr, let's go. Now, before I go into the field, I need to check how much silage additive we have in the trailer. Okay, we still have more than 3 liters, which I believe is plenty. Because I think we used around 3 liters the last time we went on the fields, and we had about the same amount of grass to pick up, so yeah, I'm gonna say that's okay. And before I go to the forest field, I can refill if I feel the need to do so. Okay, right. What's going on? Did he understand? Yeah, of course. Because there is a divide in this field, he thought this is the only thing he needs to do. Right. Okay. In that case, I'm gonna help a bit. And I'm gonna leave him be on the next field over. Well, when someone asks, what's the worker doing? You just answer, it's doing his best. Well, you can't say he didn't try. And oh, try he did. So yeah, I didn't fix the wet grass that's still in being windrowed right here. You can see the difference in the color, probably. I don't know how much YouTube destroys the quality, but yeah, you should be able to see the difference in color. So that is unfortunate, but there's nothing I can do about it. So yeah, I'm gonna play it as if nothing happened, and I hope I'm gonna be able to make. Oh, right, there's a tree here. There's the second time I hit it today. Second time today I hit it. And I just noticed we have a mountain of cow dung, of manure. that also needs to be sorted. Anyway, I'll do this off screen. I will let the worker do his job on that field over there, over the river. And while it's going around, I am going to start collecting hay on this field. Now you might ask, what am I doing? And I will gladly say I'm doing my best. Man. Anyway, where were we? Right, we were starting to pick up this field. Okay, should I leave it at 10? I think I'm gonna leave it at 10 kilometers per hour. This is gonna be the easiest way to handle all the corners. Oh wow. Oh wow. So my plan to pick up both isn't working, because as soon as I pick up fresh grass, it resets. It resets the fill type. As you can see, we are now at 155 liters and 15 because we hit. Oh wow. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna suck it up, take it. It is my problem that I did it this way, so I will not complain. And sometimes you have losses, so it actually can be a realistic thing that you lose some of your crop, even though I am not gonna be happy about it, but I will take it because this is how life is. Man, that's probably a few thousand liters of, if not a full trailer. Okay, so before I go onto another row, let me just check if there is any fresh grass left. And there is. So I'm gonna go and pick that up so I don't destroy any more of my grass. And this is the last bit. I missed it. And this is one thing that I find very appealing for the new FS25 is the weather that can destroy your crops. I've made a short story about it, but I want to say again that right now FS doesn't really have any damaging behavior as such, so you can't really destroy your crops other than let it be withered because you didn't harvest it. So yeah, you don't really have any external pressure. Okay, well, let's leave time pressure be, but otherwise you can't lose crop, you can lose on yield, but no, that's a really tiny amount opposing to what can happen if for example tornado comes through and destroys your crop, or maybe locusts come through. I know this is like an ancient thing, but locusts are real, and pests are real, and whatnot. So, well, why wouldn't it be like that? And I think that's gonna add a whole new range to the gameplay. And I believe because the base is gonna be set, there are gonna be a lot of possibilities of how to implement this with different kinds of damages to your crop, or risks, or maybe drought can be implemented, and those crops that need a lot of moisture to be successful might simply, you know, wither away or, you know, die. So I am really looking forward to what the base game is gonna have to offer, and what the modders are gonna do with it. 'Cause I think there's so much possibility. I'm not sure because I have never modded a thing in my life. I don't know how to do it, but yeah, I believe if the basis is set, you can do a lot of things. Okay, well, let me speed this up so you don't sit here all day. Alright, so it started to rain, but it's a little dribble. It's nothing too serious, so yeah, I think I can continue the way I'm going. I don't have much left. There is probably one more trailer load on this field, and probably two, maybe 2.5 on the forest field, and then we're done. And the forecast is already showing that the rain is going to subside, so yeah, I don't think we have anything to worry about. Things like this happen. If I was making hay, that would be a different story, because hay needs to be dry, and if it's too wet, it can actually start to heat up and even self-combust. There's been many fires because of wet hay stacked too tightly in a barn or something like that, and the heat goes way up and it actually catches fire. But yeah, I think I'm good now. This is just a little dribble. You can see the sun is shining through, so no problems here. And I'm probably guessing you're a little bit bored of grass work right now. But this is how it is, you know. This is how it is in farming, because you do repetitive jobs over and over and over and over again. But I'll try to spice it up, and I think when we're gonna start producing maize silage, it's gonna be a fresh new thing. We're gonna have a forage harvester, we're gonna compact it, it has different textures. So I think it's gonna be pretty good, pretty welcome change. Yeah, we are emptying fairly slowly. This is an old and slow forage wagon. Oh look, and the wind started to pick up. That's a nice little, not even summer, it's more a spring storm. Well, I wasn't expecting that. But anyway, let's go back to the field. Okay, and now slowly the rain is stopping, and I just have a little bit in the trailer. I am gonna empty out so I don't move grass to the forest field and then back again. But I am running quite low on silage additive, so I'm gonna dump this and I'm gonna stop over there to refill our silage additive. So we don't run out on the field. You can still collect grass without it. Wow, that was grossly misjudged distance. Anyway, you can still collect the grass without your silage additive. You just lose 5% of volume. So yeah, let me see if I can lift this up by hand. Okay, I can. Now let me refill the canister, so it takes 10 liters. Let me put this back. We still have plenty. We have 41 liters left, so yeah, maybe put it somewhere here so it's more out of the way. Yeah, perfect. Anyway, I'll make my way to the forest field and start collecting. Alrighty then, I have put the forage wagon back into its place. Now all that is left is I need to compact the rest of the grass we put in, and we're good. We cover the silo, we wait for a month, and we should have a whole lot of silage. Looks like quite a healthy pile over here. I'm gonna go from this side because it's a little more piled up here than on the other side, and I want to push it over. Let me just let there be light. And start pushing. It's a rough ride, but it's gonna get smoother. So let's put the weight down. Okay, note to self, do not drive to the front of that bunker silo. Oh no, what did I do? Yeah, so you gotta be very gentle with that. It's called leveler. Here in my country we call it a plate or a plow, because sometimes the same tool is used for plowing snow as it's used for leveling silage. So yeah, it uses the same name. Okay, and we have 148,000 liters. Almost 150. Awesome. Yeah, I really hope we'll be able to get that corn soon, because it's planted in April, so corn went into the ground, and now all we have to do is wait for it to grow. The corn is ready to be silaged when it's one stage before being ready to harvest for grain. So for corn grain, so that means, let me just check real quick the timing. If the corn is planted in April, so it's October. Man, we're not gonna survive that far. We're definitely not gonna survive that far without making our own TMR. Okay. So that means I need to rearrange my plan a bit. Maybe I could buy. No. So that basically means that I'm gonna have to do the same thing I did before. Use the dairy cow TMR mixture. But what should I do? Can I replace silage with something else? I can replace it with hay, I think. Or yeah, nah. Grain grist would be awesome to have, because then we could use realistic mixture, but put more grain grist in and put more of hay in and use just a little bit of grass silage until we have maize silage. Because if you remember, we need at least 10% of the load, so that's 3,000 liters per load to have a successful TMR. And 3,000 liters per load will last us a long time if we would use it only like this, but yeah, I'm not quite sure. Gonna have to have a think about it. Okay, and bunker pit is done compacting. It's not the most pretty compacting I have done, but it'll have to do. Let me go and cover the silo blanket, and that's it. The silage has started fermenting. I'm gonna put my tools away now, and I'm gonna go have a rest because this was a heck of a day. So yeah, I think it was because of that start in spring mod that the map didn't update, and therefore we didn't have any corn on the map. Otherwise I could harvest it earlier, but now I don't really have time to harvest it. I can't wait until what, September? If you think we use around 25,000 liters and it's gonna rise because the calves are getting older, yeah, maybe that's the answer. I need to sell the calves. Okay. So that might be an option. That might be a real option, because we have quite a lot of calves. These are male. All male calves can go. Female, we could possibly keep them. Yeah, I'm gonna have a think about it and I'll make a decision till next time. We are probably gonna be selling calves to reduce our food consumption. But, yeah, this is a pickle. Maybe. But if I use another... I have another bunker silo. It's positioned over here. This one. This is another bunker silo I own. And if I do the grass silage again and put it in here, maybe I can use this one to feed our cows the same way we had before. But then I think we're gonna be quite low on hay. And if we use grass to feed our cows, we are left without hay. So yeah, I'm really not sure what I'm gonna do. But I would like to thank you for watching. I hope you had fun. This was a bit of a repetitive episode, but anyway, what needs to be done needs to be done. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.